Hello everyone, welcome back to Inventoflow's second video in the channel. Today we're going to be talking about selling game accounts specifically on Player Auctions. So, Player Auctions is a popular marketplace for buying and selling in-game goods, and let's talk about what makes a game account valuable. So, I thought of three different components that um, hugely makes up of account value, where rarity and demand, including unique items, high levels, achievements, rare races, and anything that relates to something rare within a video game, usually constitutes for a higher price since there's less supply of it, so there's higher demand. And so I think that is one of the main components that really makes up of a digital account value within gaming. But second thing is how you detail and list your listings so that it gets the most utmost impact on the buyers that you're trying to target. And as apart from your account value and all the intrinsic and innate values that is within the account, such as the items or the races and everything that you're selling on, I think having a detailed description or really kind of strategize where you or when you list is a huge factor that comes into your selling point. And so to draw an example, I've taken screenshots of some of the listings I saw while doing a bit of my market research, and I want you to really focus and see, and kind of notice what is in common with three of these listings and what stands out. Right. So number one, they all have a clear and concise title. So it includes the game title and keywords that potential buyers might search for. So the first image we have Grand Prix Online and GPO, it has two different abbreviations. In the case that the buyer searches both two different key terms, by having GPO and Grand Prix Online, it accounts for both searches. So that's very well thought out. Um, this one also has the game title, Blox Fruits, different gaming items. So, Cursed Dual Katana, two mythical fruits, all this stuff. Another thing is also key features. So, right here, instance, featured. I think that this guy bought a promotion thing, so yeah, he gets more outreach. And then finally, we have account condition. So account condition, we the second image we have unverified account, full access. So yeah, so I made a list of all these features. So why a clear and concise title? Having a clear and concise title, it makes the buyer more inclined to actually read the title rather than having to just skip your listing because it looks like a little bit too long and just overbearing. And why have so by providing key features such as the most prominent qualities to your account, it really brings out the best into your account in a clear and concise manner, so you get the most out of your bucket. And account condition, really, transparency is key in this case. So a buyer doesn't really want an ambiguous and kind of just not clear account condition requirement, especially when you're a new buyer. So yeah, having transparency is very the key to building trust with your customer. But more importantly, in this video, I want to talk about instant delivery. This is one of the most important things I think any account seller should have in their listing, because one, it's a fast transaction, meaning that it's it really stands out for its speed and convenience. And so this improves your conversion rates, since the faster and smoother the transaction, the less likely a buyer is to back out. And so this increases appeal when compared to all the other listings that don't have this, because by you already cutting down time and maybe even costs, cutting down time for manual delivery, you already stand out. So the moment the customer kind of gives you your credit card or gives you their money, they get it back in return. It's like a hand to hand trade, right? So you already stand out the most. But I don't know about what game you're selling on, but on Roblox, most of the listings already have an instant delivery component to it. So yeah. My if you're selling Roblox, my recommendation is kind of like a non-negotiable. So if you do a manual delivery, then chances are you're probably not gonna sell as much as if you did instant delivery. Is my point, right? Second thing, super important, is account insurance. So as many of you might know, um, when you sell, I think this only goes for accounts. When you sell an account, it gives you the option to choose if you want to apply an account insurance. So you could choose between a 7, 14, or 30-day insurance, where basically within that time frame where the buyer buys your account, should anything happen to the account, like maybe an item is in the account that shouldn't be there or wasn't in the description, or maybe the account credentials just don't work, or it stops working within that time frame, they you're basically telling the customer that you'll provide them either a full refund or you replace the account. So this really brings up the point of risk reversal. Any of you who watch business videos, yeah, risk reversal. So the buyer feels much more confident, increases buyer confidence, because you offer a guarantee that you show buyers that you stand behind the quality of your account and also your service. So this really alleviates the buyer concerns and encourage them to purchase whatever you have for in store. Yeah. Another thing, this is huge, right? So just now I talked about most listings, most account listings in player auctions, they have instant delivery. So yeah, by having instant delivery, you won't really stand out, but you're more like fit in, right? But by having this insurance thing, like a lot of the listings I see on player auctions, they don't have um, these insurances. Like even like three random like screenshots I take, like only one of them had an insurance quality to it, right? So I think you'll really stand out. You'll really gain a competitive advantage, and you can guarantee that you'll set your listings apart from those who don't have an insurance component, right? But what's really important that I want you guys to remember is that you have to follow through with your promises. So if you say 7 day, 14 day, 30 days, you really have to like follow through in the case that something actually happens to the buyer's account, and you have to do everything in your power to make sure it's just like a smooth and just a really satisfying experience for them so that they come back for more, right? But one thing I want to note, one downside of having an account insurance policy, is that you'll get the money like much later, because like um even if the buyer like buys it and confirms that the account is good, it you have to finish the time frame. Yeah, this time frame, 7 days, it has to reach the end of the 7 day for the money to actually move into the ongoing balance of your player auctions account. And so yeah, although you might be able to withdraw your savings and like your funds like later on, I think like if you look at it long term, you'll get like 5 times the like revenue if you have this quality to your listings. So yeah, I think just by changing your account insurance from 0 to 7 day or to even 30 days, I think that will be a very beneficial decision in the long term. So yeah, basically, I just wanted to give a quick overview on selling game accounts on player auctions. And if you guys have any other content you want me to cover, or you want me to dive deeper into this topic, I'm happy to do so. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.